welcome back. This is a bit awkward because I have devices all over the place. You can't see them all in that screen. You probably can, in the camera. You probably can in this camera. I've got an iPad Air 4 down here. I've got my iPhone here. I've got an older iPad mini, first gen here. My vocal microphone, the rest of the kit, and behind me, which way? You can't really see it, is my Soundcraft Signature MTK12 and another little Behringer being used as a preamp, and a couple of a Zoom and a Tascam recorder. So today I thought I would show you how I record a drum cover or anything at my kit. I got the idea from the Drum Man 190 channel. He does all kinds of fun drum covers. He does Drummers to Watch, which is a cool channel to subscribe to if you're interested in learning about new players who do drum covers. So he's been showing how he records his stuff, and so I thought I would show how I record mine. So recording-wise, I've got the Tascam behind me, and I've got a set of SE Electronics VPAC Arena, plus a few extra mics. I've got an extra V7X on the floor tom on the 16-inch, and I have a SE7 on the hi-hats. The kit came with three, I don't know what they're, V-Beat tom mics, a V7X for the snare. It came with the V-Kick, and then it came with, I move things around here. I'm a little tight on some of my mics. It came with two SE8s for the overheads, which you can't really see too well. So normally, I either track directly into the iPad, clamped down here on underneath my my hi-hats. Let me go into GarageBand. There we go. Yeah. And that's just run USB to the Signature, and I'm using GarageBand. It's a bit of a weird setup when you use the Signature because normally it sends everything out 11/12, which GarageBand can't do. So I actually, right now you're not hearing GarageBand. You're hearing into a recorder. You're hearing directly off the board. So this is literally what my toms sound like with a bit of EQ and nothing else. It's pretty nice. And snare. So that's just directly off the board. Hopefully it didn't peek out because I'm not monitoring it. So this board has USB inserts, meaning I can send the signal back down the USB channels. So basically I've got them all set and I'm just using 1 and 2. The rest of them don't do anything. So as a way to get around it, I have another video for that, but I'm going to switch over on here. Let's see. Yeah. So now we should be hearing what's coming from GarageBand. I'll explain what these other devices are here for in a second. The way to tell is, yep, we're hearing GarageBand. Just a bit of EQ and some gate when I record. I also sometimes record off a laptop that sits over in that corner, and then I run Logic Remote on the iPad so I can control Logic completely while it records over there. Then I usually use a bit more effects and things. So I have my Lumix G85, which I'm looking at now. Today I've got a borrowed lens. It's a big wide-angle, low, wide-open aperture lens. Normally I just use the kit lens, and usually it's over there behind my computer screen pointing at me. And then I've got a GoPro Hero. It's a Hero 7 Black. So controlling the G85, I use the iPad so I can actually see. Let's see if this works. I can actually see what's on that camera on the iPad and adjust the focus and start and stop the recorder. So that's what the iPad mini is for. And then my phone, I'm controlling the up there the GoPro. So I don't really need to mess with those once they're rolling. And then I just work with GarageBand here. So I have every track enabled, and because of the way I have to record with this device, I have to have monitoring enabled. That's this orange icon. If I don't have it, you won't hear anything. So then instead of using the default gate, which is okay, but I'm using the visual EQ to tweak some of my EQ, and I'm using just a cheap gate that I bought. I don't know what channel we're looking at here. So like snare. It's actually not triggering the gate for some reason. It's a little wonky. Here, we'll record a bit. I sometimes will record. Well, if I do a drum cover, I put a track on there. But for today, let's do this. There we go. This microphone. So that's it. Then sometimes I'll mix it in GarageBand, but usually I'll take the GarageBand file through the network, pull it onto my MacBook Pro, and mix it in Logic. And then I will take the video feeds, and in this case, I'm actually running HDMI out of the iPad. So I will also mix in the iPad visuals and add some little dots where I'm clicking. And then also in this case, not normally, I will mix in this microphone and the straight off the board feed earlier. And then obviously also the output from GarageBand. So normally it's not quite this complicated. It's usually play along to a song, record on there or record on the laptop, mix it in Logic, bring it into Final Cut Pro, add my 2 camera shots, carefully sync up the audio until the drums are right on. Usually they're on, but sometimes I'll watch for a specific hit, so it definitely feels in sync. Instead of just trusting my ears, I'll line the audio up with that visual hit, so it's perfectly in sync. And then sometimes I'll spit out a square version. Every so often I'll shoot vertically for Instagram. Otherwise, I usually do a normal 16:9 1920 video. Although today I'm shooting 4K on these two. And then I'll upload it to social. I'll make a thumbnail for YouTube and just upload to Instagram. Either a short version or I'll do a whole long video. But that's about it. You could hear how good these mics sound just out of the box. Let me do this. Yeah. So this is straight off the board. That snare I cannot replicate this snare crack once I get it recorded. It's just got a bite to it. But it shows you how good these SE electronic mics are. Not used to playing with this thing in my face. I may try to figure out a better way to do it or I don't know. But anyway, that's how I do my drum covers. Hope this helped a little. Most people don't have this much gear, but you can record a drum set with a kick mic and a nice big overhead, or a kick and snare and something over like a 57. So I encourage everybody to use what you got, and if you got a lot of toys, use them. If you don't, use them anyway. Use what you got. Thanks for watching. Hope you subscribe.